What are the 20% of your possessions that you get the most value of? What do you spend 20% of your time doing that gives you 80% of your happiness? What are the 20% of clothes that you wear 80% of the time? These might be easy questions for you to answer, you just haven't considered them before. Once you've answered them, you'll realize how simple it is to apply the same formula to other areas of your life where you increase efficiency. Hi guys, I'm Matt Harris, and on this channel we explore the simple habits, tools and strategies to help you optimize your life for health, happiness and success. The Pareto principle is named after 19th century economist Vilfredo Pareto. In 1896, Pareto discovered that 80% of Italian land was owned by 20% of the population. Since then, the Pareto principle has been reimagined as the principle of least effort, the rule of the vital few, and IBM's incorporation of the 80-20 principle in developing computer systems in the 1960s and 70s influenced the likes of Apple and Microsoft, who made cheaper and easier to use computers as a result. The 80-20 principle has influenced many important achievements, especially in the worlds of business, computer science and quality engineering. However, very few people use the 80-20 principle to optimize their everyday life, and as a result miss out on some important ramifications it can have on their health, happiness and success. I first learned about the 80-20 principle in Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week and furthered my understanding by reading Richard Koch's The 80-20 Principle. Although both books primarily apply the 80-20 principle to business, they also suggest a broader application to life. For instance, what are the 20% of possessions that you enjoy the most? Who do you spend 20% of your time with that gives you 80% of your happiness? What are the 20% of clothes that you wear 80% of the time? These might be easy questions for you to answer, you just haven't considered them yet. Once you've answered them, you'll realize how simple it is to apply the same formula to other aspects of life and increase efficiency. At its core, the 80-20 principle is about leverage. What are the small things in your life that you can do that give you the biggest bang for your buck? In this video, I'm going to take you through 5 different ways that you can apply the 80-20 principle in your everyday life. Ready? Let's jump in. Eating healthily. Applying the 80-20 principle to what you eat enables you to enjoy most of the benefits of healthy eating without taking draconian measures. To maintain a mostly clean diet, you can make small adjustments to your eating habits and achieve the majority of benefits associated with healthy eating. Start by taking stock of where you are right now. Identify the 20% of foods that you eat 80% of the time. This will give you a good idea as to whether or not you're making healthy food choices and how healthy those food choices are. Now that you've got a starting point, you can identify where changes need to be made. First, make a list of all your favorite unhealthy foods: donuts, Haribos, crisps, chocolate, whatever the case may be. Second, make a list of your favorite ingredients and research the simple snacks and meals that you can prepare using these ingredients. The easier these meals and snacks are to prepare, the better. Third, commit to eating these healthy meals and snacks 80% of the time, and give yourself permission to indulge in the unhealthy foods the other 20%. Eating an 80% healthy diet is much easier to maintain than a perfect diet. You don't need to deprive yourself completely to be healthy. You can indulge from time to time. I've been using this approach for over 5 years and it's served me very well. My weight has stayed pretty consistent and my food choices have improved gradually over time. Fitness. Getting into shape and staying fit is important for your long-term health and longevity. When people usually start their fitness journey, they default to going to the gym and training isolation exercises. Traveling to and from the gym and waiting to use gym equipment are 2 of the main reasons people quit going to the gym. There's a simple way that you can stay fit at home by using compound exercises. Using compound exercises, those are movements that target multiple muscles, saves a lot of time and delivers numerous benefits: burning more calories, improving muscle efficiency, increasing flexibility and increasing your strength. Even better, you save on commuting time and waiting time at the gym because you can work out from the comfort of your own home, whether that's in the garage, in the garden or in the spare room. Now, if you're getting value from this video, please make sure you hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm can work its magic and recommend it to other people who find it useful. Thank you very much. To make the most out of compound exercises, you want to incorporate them in a workout. The purest application of the 80-20 principle when it comes to a fitness workout is high intensity interval training. HIIT workouts involve short periods of intense exercise followed by periods of recovery. One of the biggest advantages of HIIT workouts is that you can gain maximal health benefits in minimal time. You work harder in a short space of time, taking in more oxygen and burning more calories. Big results with less action. That's the 80-20 principle in practice. The best way to start HIIT training is to identify your #1 fitness priority. Are you looking to burn fat or build muscle. Then research the compound exercises that match your priority and create a short HIIT workout routine based on those exercises. I've been training using HIIT and compound exercises since 2016 when I decided to quit the gym, and it is honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. Since then, I've been using a combination of the Freeletics app and YouTube to develop a training program focused on bodyweight exercises that I can do anywhere. Family and friends. Without relationships, we are dead to the world or dead. Relationships enrich our lives, and unfortunately, most people allow relationships to erode due to a lack of time and attention. I've definitely been guilty of this. Being happy and content doesn't come from having a lot of relationships. It comes from nurturing and developing the right relationships. A small number of our relationships will account for a large proportion of our emotional value. We should optimize the time we spend with our loved ones and the friends that bring value to our lives. You can apply the 80-20 principle to make sure that these crucial connections are your top priority. With your family, recognize that 80% of your interactions are going to be trivial. They don't count as quality time. 20% of our family interactions do all of the heavy lifting when it comes to cementing the bonds you share with them. When you communicate with family, practice active listening and take the time to answer thoughtfully. The better you communicate, the deeper your connection. Ignore the phone. Realize that 80% of the messages you receive are unimportant and can be ignored without consequence. When you do spend quality time with your family, turn your phone on airplane mode or commit to creating a no phone zone during family time. Ignore 80% of the things that annoy you. Figure out why you get annoyed and recognize that 80% of the things that annoy you are inconsequential. They're small things that don't really matter, so treat them as such. Remind yourself that this moment will pass and recognize that whatever irks you is temporary in nature. Before you can apply the same approach to your friends, you need to determine your most important friendships, those that you find the most rewarding. You can do this by making a list of your friends, noting how much time you're spending with them on a monthly basis, and identifying the good friends who you're spending less time with that offer you the most value. Focus your time on the most rewarding friendships, even if that requires you to reduce the number of friendships you're trying to maintain. Reading. Life's too short to read books that you don't enjoy. Reading these sorts of books prevents you from moving on and finding books that you find more rewarding. There are some simple steps that you can use in applying the 80-20 principle to streamline your reading. Choose books that align with your interests. I love reading books about personal development, productivity, lifestyle design, and business because those are the things that I'm interested in. That doesn't mean that you can't explore other genres, but to maximize the pleasure you get from reading, you should stick with your preferences. Commit to quitting a book once you've read 25% of it and it doesn't engage you. If you're not engaged after reading a quarter of the book, the rest of the book won't engage you either. Take the Naval Ravikant approach to reading. I don't actually read a lot of books. I pick up a lot of books and only get through a few, which form the foundation of my knowledge. When you find a writer you enjoy, stick with them. Read all of the books that they've written, as well as any blog posts and newsletters that you can subscribe to. I did this with Ryan Holiday, host of the Daily Stoic podcast and an acclaimed writer. I started off by reading The Obstacle's the Way, which then turned me on to his podcast, The Daily Stoic, and in turn I subscribed to his newsletter. I've read all of the books that he's published, and I'm committed to reading all of the books that he publishes in the future as well. Final tip is speed reading. This has the double benefit of enabling you to read more books in less time. I learned how to speed read last year using a combination of Jim Quick's speed reading masterclass and Tim Ferriss's scientific speed reading. The benefits of me learning how to speed read have been significant because now I can read 5 times faster than I was before, which allows me to consume more of the content that I enjoy reading. Home cleaning. Cleaning your home is one of the most time-intensive chores that you need to get done. However, you can have a home that's 80% clean, spending 20% of the time. All it requires is you to change your mindset and get rid of your obsessive cleaning nature. To apply the 80-20 principles to your home cleaning routine, start by limiting your time. Give yourself a predetermined time for completing your cleaning task and stick to it. Once the time is done, task is finished. Don't get sucked into Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you give yourself 3 hours to clean your home, it will take you 3 hours to clean. Giving yourself a shorter time frame means that you speed up the time it takes to complete your cleaning task. 3 other steps you can use to clean your home faster include focusing on the areas that receive the most use, for example the kitchen and the bathroom. These should be cleaned regularly, but the spare room can be cleaned once every so often. Set a time limit for cleaning each room. Allow 20 minutes to clean the kitchen and bathroom, 10 minutes for the bedroom, 5 minutes for the hallway and lounge. Allow yourself another 20 minutes to hoover and mop the floors. Get rid of stuff you no longer use. We all like hoarding stuff for a rainy day or just in case, but the reality is all that stuff just takes up space. Having less stuff makes your home quicker and easier to clean. We derive most of our enjoyment from a small amount of possessions, so get rid of the rest. I I started using the KonMari method last year and it has been an absolute revelation. Embrace the fact that your home won't be spotless enough for the next edition of Good Housekeeping, but it will look great to the casual eye. The bonus is that you'll have more time to focus on the things that actually matter. This was one of my first applications of the 80-20 principle. When my daughter was born, I started looking at ways to create more time, and this was a very quick win. At the moment, we clean our home in 20-minute bursts, Monday through Friday, which leaves the weekend completely free. What changes could you make in your day-to-day life by incorporating the 80-20 principle? A good starting point to help you focus on getting rid of 80% of the stuff that you're doing right now is by starting your own not to-do list. This was an exercise I went through at the start of this year as part of my past year review. Starting a not to-do list will help you focus in on the things that are unnecessary and take focus away from you concentrating on your main goals and the things that bring you happiness. If you want a deeper dive on creating your own not to-do list, click this video right here. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next video.